So, welcome to our Monday night portion of our Power Hour call, the training side of it. So, we have, Paul and I have been talking about the business side of it for a long time, along with how to do this, how to build it. And so, with the hard work of my business partner, Paul, we've put together a simple slide deck that we will make available in the Files tab in our team page and post it there of a small slide deck here that you can utilize to do a business presentation as opposed to an opportunity meeting. Because sometimes people just want to see what the comp plan is, what the bonuses are, and so we've put this together, and and I think you'll find it very interesting. So, Paul, um, first slide, and the reason for this, A, is to give people the answers that they need at their fingertips with a slide deck, correct?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, what we're doing is we're enrolling them into the business. We're having that call ahead of time to see what their goals and all that stuff are. And then once they're in the business and they're ready to rock and roll, or even prior to that, we want to show them what the comp plan's all about. A lot of times you're going to get these questions from people that are in this type of business, like they're in network marketing, so they want to know all this stuff. And others, we have to train them, and you might have to go over this several times. That's why we do these calls, these trainings, and all this. So you need to sort of have a layout of how this works. So this is showing the compensation plan. I know it's not as legible. There's a lot of information on there. Eventually, you could zoom in on. I might even try to zoom in on part of this and have it sort of front and center, and then you could go over the rest of the stuff with people. But most will get the gist of it. And then we're going to get into other slides that break down all of the different types of bonuses and all those things that you could get, because this can happen in the first 30, 60 days. A lot of us enroll someone and go, gosh, a month's gone by, and that Johnny I enrolled a month ago hasn't done anything. Well, Johnny doesn't know what he's doing. Johnny has no idea what the heck's going on. He doesn't know what his investment, and he doesn't know what this business is, how the comp plan works, the bonuses, the drivers, all those different things. So we need to make sure that we show them the pathway to those things.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
I think,
essentially it.
and I think, Paul, I always ask the question that if Super Patch truly was a franchise, as opposed to a network marketing, even though we compare it to a franchise model. Would we, and if we were paid on the amount of franchises we sold, and you were going to sell a franchise, could you answer all the questions that a franchise, potential franchise owner would be able to ask? So, I think it's incumbent upon all of us that are doing this as a business is to understand to the best of our ability all the components of getting somebody started and making a decision to look at this as a business so that they understand not only the options they have when they join or buy this franchise business, but they know also what's expected of them financially in order to sustain and build this. So I think, as you said, it's incumbent on all of us as we bring people into this to be able to present the business to them so that they can make an informed decision. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, 100%. And guys, when you look at this comp plan, it's it's just you don't want to be an expert. You don't want to have to tell people that they need to understand this thing front to back. You can tell them, look, this is our comp plan. It's uni level. It, allows strategic placement. If you want to really dive into it, we have a 37-page explainer PDF that I could send you so that they could dive right into it. But you're better off just that people don't think they have to be an expert. And if you have an expert that wants to know it to the nitty gritty, well, then you make sure that you take on someone like Terry or myself or whatever so that we can help you explain that to this person because they know comp plans and they want to be that little bit more of an expert or whatever. But your regular person would just kind of want to just run away almost. So we got to make sure we know who we're dealing with. this is just to say this is what it is. But then it's when we get into being able to show them the importance of time and the bonuses that they can get. So the next slide is now talking about these rank bonuses that were actually shown in the comp plan, but now they can actually see the bonus values kind of up front and center, which is going to be a question of theirs. So
Yeah, and the nice thing about this is it gives not only does it give you the actual bonus that you're paid to hit these ranks, but it gives you the timeline that you in order to be qualified for these bonuses, the timeline that you have to do it in. And so, of course, this is also just sort of magnifying glass the comp plan at a glance, so that you know and you can make your new associates aware of some of the rank bonuses that are available out there, which is all part of being able to explain uh, the franchise, what's available, what rewards are there if you build, no different than making sure they know what their financial responsibility is. So it's a great component here to be able to show people and be able to sit down with them and say, here's the bonuses that you're going to be paid.
yeah, 100%. So the super patch has the fast start bonuses, and that's why the conversation is so important. And when we have our different ways to enroll, yes, someone can come in with $40 and that's it. Some will do that. That's not what we want to happen. Some will come in for $40 and do the quick kit, which is $299. Well, what's important is if they did come in with that kit, that is not going to qualify them for these fast start bonuses. So you want to make sure you have them understand that, because if you don't tell them this, they might be upset at you later because you didn't tell them about this. So they need to know, and they need to know that this is within the first 30 and 60 days. So you want to be on this person. You said you wanted to get this $200. We need to talk to people. We need to get going. We need to get, these people on a call and a conversation on a Zoom, whatever it is, because there's $600 on the table. But what happens is, and we've all seen this before, just make sure you have that conversation, and they have to buy a $500 kit and above in order to qualify for this. But remember also, it's $500 and above also so that they qualify for 2 months in a row. That is also something new that's out there. So very important. If someone just gets a quick kit, hey, they can still do the business and all that stuff. They're just going to leave $800 on the table, and we don't want to see that happening if somebody's truly serious. So if this happens, then guess what else is going to happen because the slide before happened? And I'll let you take this one, Terry.
Yeah, so this is relatively new. This is the driver bonus, and it's $200, and it's when you personally enroll three new associates with an eligible enrollment kit. And again, let us clarify that the eligible enrollment kit is made up of, and you can look at it in your Replicated website. You just click on, as if you were signing up yourself on your website, and just follow the prompts and scroll down. You'll be able to see which kits are available. But there's 4 kits that are available in North America. We have the Pan Am, the Omega, the Omni, and the Momentum kit. Now, the kits below that is certainly available, but if somebody wants to have the opportunity to make all the bonuses, which is $800, $200 for hat trick, $400 for the for the
Oh, All-Star.
the All-Star bonus, sorry. And
I
then
know.
because you signed up everybody with a qualified eligible enrollment kit in 1 calendar month, the company then pays you an additional bonus called the driver bonus. Now, the nice thing about the driver bonus is that it's a continuing bonus. So it doesn't just happen in the calendar month that you sign somebody up. If you sign up 3 in 1 month and then sign up another 3 in the next month, you are eligible for the driver bonus each month because you're driving your business. Now, the neat thing about also that I think is that a lot of times we make decisions or people make decisions based on not giving them enough information. And I think it's our responsibility to make sure that we sit down with our prospect and qualify them, first of all, that they, A, want to build a business. And then it's our responsibility to make sure that they know all their options, that they understand it, and they don't have to understand it completely, but they have to understand all their options so that they can make an informed decision on whether they think that they are capable of achieving these things. And this is obviously the business that they want. And then they can make, if they have all the understanding, they can make an informed decision. So the driver bonus is awesome because the businesses that we have, we never stop recruiting because with the recruiting that we do, if your strong point is recruiting, who wouldn't want an extra $200 even though you're recruiting every month and being able to strategically place and help build your team? So this is an incredible bonus. Recruitment is a very, very important part of building your business with the Super Patch or any other network marketing company, but it's imperative that people know what all their options are at sign up. None of these things that we've talked about, that Paul and I are talking about, are imperative or mandatory when they sign up. These are options that they need to know because, as we've always said before, we're building a worldwide distribution network of people that are all buying and selling a little bit of product every month. So if you qualify your new prospect and they say, hey, listen, I just want to be able to get an account and be able to buy the product at the best price that I can possibly buy it at. And so that's part of your worldwide distribution. A customer wants to just buy some product, part of your worldwide distribution network. A healthcare practitioner that just wants to sign up and buy products at the best price for his clinic, that's part of your worldwide distribution network. However, if they don't buy one of the eligible enrollment kits of $5.99 and up in Canada, it's a little bit different in some of the other European countries and so on, they will not be eligible for some of those bonus. So it's important for all of us to understand that when presenting the business of Super Patch.
Yeah, 100%. So what comes with, doing this and enrolling is you're going to get the super builder bonus. And what is that? That is when you get three people on your front line, which is what is happening over and over again as you saw the slides go down. It's always three people basically. And now if you have three people on your front line that are on a $90 smart ship, because we get all those people making sure that they're on that because then it qualifies them for commissions, qualifies them for the CapEx co-op marketing program, doesn't make them have to worry if they're and have enough volume by the end of the month personally to get their downline commissions and all that stuff. And if you get those three people on your front line on a $90 smart ship and you are on that 2-pack smart ship, then you're going to get 2 free packs of patches every single month. So that is huge. So as you're working towards this, you're trying to get those people's three, those people, and then what ends up happening is you all are going towards getting people so that you get the free patches. So that is what needs to be duplicated. That is what's really going to start churning. It all goes to your total qualifying volume. And that's so important. And then it's very easy to claim. On this note, we just got the email today that you can go in there right now and claim your patches and make sure you do it because there's always a deadline of usually the 15th or whatever. So make sure
Yeah.
you go in there and claim those as soon as you possibly can. So from that, then this leads to the enroller bonuses, which I'll pass over.
Yeah, what I wanted to say too, Paul, is the nice thing about getting those business builder bonus packs is those can be leveraged to build your business because we hope that everybody has a couple of packs a month that are their favorite personal packs that they're ordering on their own personal smart chip. And of course, your own personal smart chip, you can change your products every month. You can edit the date that it comes out, all in your back office. And the nice thing about the Business Builder Bonus Pack packs, you can change them every month as well and pick out whatever you want for those as well and utilize those to share and not dip into your own personal stash. So it's a great way to get your business rolling and build it on a foundation of solid rock as opposed to sand. So the enroller bonus, you talk about the senior associate. This goes back to the comp plan at a glance. These are bonuses that are based on enrollment, not placement levels. So the enroller bonuses are in addition to the level bonuses and the spiff bonuses, which you will see in the compensation plan as well. And all that this is doing is just getting you paid on the different levels. And if you look at the comp plan, you'll see that as you achieve different ranks, senior associate being the first one, which is just you and getting two people. Whatever those senior associates do, you will get 6%. So level 1 and level 2 for the senior associate, and these bonuses are based on enrollment and not placement levels.
Yeah, and then it's important if you guys want to know, just look at your commission statement and it'll show you all the bonuses broken down. So it may make a little bit more sense to you in terms of how it's calculated, but this is just a basic overview of that. So this is incredible because this actually shows you what you make when you personally sponsor someone. So we talked about the quick kit. Now that is a kit that does not qualify you for fast start bonuses and all that great stuff. It's the Pan Am kit and above. But this chart shows you, it will show your prospect or your new team member what they actually get compensated for when they sell a kit. This is a big thing where people look at this comp plan with a million numbers on it and they have no clue what that breaks down to. Well, here it is. In North America, you go to somebody and you tell them you sell this momentum kit. Well, when you do all the different bonuses, you throw in the spiff bonus, you do all that other great stuff, look at what happens. You end up with a nice little chunk of change there. And then that person goes on to get people, and that person goes on, and it just, you can just imagine how these numbers just accumulate over time. So this is just a great example of that. We will make this slide available in the files tab or whatever, because I know that this will be just something everybody can use to quickly go through to show people where the money is. How do you make money? Well, here it is in black and white. There is no kind of black and white area here. This is just it. It's like there's no kind of confusion. This is what you're going to make if you sell a certain kit. So very important to see that, and it's kind of cool to see that in actual numbers as opposed to just a percentage. And then that leads us into what we've done a million times. I don't know if we're going to go over this per se. We're just going to kind of do it quickly. But in order to build the business, we always said you have to know and accept your financial stability. This is it, just kind of real quick. You join, you get the $50. It's actually, that should say 40. I meant to change that. An optional launch kit from $299 up to $19.99. And then, of course, as those smart chips start rolling along and you keep getting new people and duplication is happening, some huge numbers can happen. In this example, we're literally talking about, imagine that 1,180,000 in the bottom corner, that you could achieve 10% of this, because this is a chart on perfect duplication, but we know that's never going to happen in a million years. But just imagine that you could get 10% of that number in the bottom corner. You would be making probably about $4,000, maybe a little bit more US every single month just on SmartChip, not on the incredible gravy that we just showed you ahead of that you pour on the turkey. I mean, it just the money that just gets paid out here is just over and over and over and over again. But it takes finding the people that actually want to do the business to understand this and to leverage it and then work towards making it happen. So I don't know if you want to add anything with this
Yeah, I
slide.
think that the best thing we have to have here, and we got a couple errors we got to fix in this, Paul, before we put it up, but we'll get to that. And there was a spelling mistake that was pointed out by Paul Vanavan on the other part of the deck, which we'll quickly fix up. But the nice thing about this is that what we're trying to get people to understand is that, I think too many times we get really, really focused on rank as opposed to what really is the engine of our business. And the engine of our business, make no mistakes about it, is our SmartShip program. And so that's part of your fixed overhead. Call it rent, um, call it, cost of heat and hydro each month. Whatever it is, it's a fixed overhead. And knowing that your fixed overhead is $90, which shows as 120 in your back office, because everything shows as retail in the back office. Um, but the idea here is to show that the engine of this business is the SmartShip program and the volume that you can build. Now you can just imagine as you look at this chart when you have it at home and study it yourself, you can just imagine that none of these figures under the TGQV include any packs, any launch kits. That volume you will get paid on. None of these numbers here include any customer sales either. So just imagine if you got down to the point where you had a team of, in the seventh month, where you've got 729 new people selling three each. So you got 2,187 new franchise with a total team of building of 3,279 people. And of that 3,279 people, your SmartShip volume's $393,000. Now let's just say that team, everybody added one pack, just one pack a month, not even talking kits. We're not talking, enrollment kits or people that start with the launch the launch kits. You got just an extra $60 from one person. That's adding another 190, almost $197,000 onto that 393,480 number. So all of a sudden you're almost at 600,000 in sales volume with each one of your team members just selling one pack from their website. So the idea is to build sales volume. Sales volume in any business will cure all your pains, it will plug all the holes in the dam. And as a bricks and mortar guy, if I didn't have a lot of people like Paul Austin, who was a customer of mine for 17 years, and I didn't have a lot of Paul Austins to help build sales in our company, I wouldn't have had a business. So SmartShip is the engine to build sales volume that will cure everything in this business.
Yeah, and imagine the people that actually go and just go, oh, you know what? I just need to go grab three packs because I just met some people and they need them and all those extra sales, not even packs, just packs of patches, just a la carte. The numbers could be huge and these are so attainable. They definitely are. And then our last slide is just the fact that this can be seen, you can see it in the back office, we'll get it up there, but your literally investment each month is buying the two packs of patches. The total investment each year is $1,322. If I add on the shipping and taxes, just to be real straight and up, you're looking at about a $1,423 investment for the entire year. So that's like, a third of somebody's rent each month in a brick and mortar business. So totally, totally doable. You have to ask people if they're willing to spend that and can they afford that? Because if not, then it's very easy to just move on to the next person because we need some serious people here to get any kind of momentum happening. So then, because of all the business builder bonus we went over, and because you have those three people on your front line and you're getting the two free packs, essentially this business is free because you can take those patches and sell them at retail, which is $1,440. So you actually end up with 16 bucks in change left over. So it becomes a free business. Now your investment is zero. And whatever the pack is you bought off the hop, and then whatever you do moving forward, but that's how you generate sales volume and serious people that want it. You have to go through these slides, explain it all to them. And if they don't get it, they don't want to do it, then that's great. You found out. And then you can kind of move on to find others that actually want to build this and put the time in and put the work in and do all the things that come with it. And we're just grateful for everybody that's on this call tonight, just being here to learn, to just that's how duplication occurs. As much as it seems repetitive, you want it to be like a second language to you so that when you go talk to somebody, you're not mumbo jumbo, you're not twisting your tongue and not understanding what to say. You need to know this stuff at the
Yeah,
end of
and I
the
and I
day.
think the other thing on this slide, Paul, which is really interesting that we don't take into account, that if you got three people on a smart ship, there's commissions coming in on top of the $16.08. If
True.
you sold them all at retail. So can't put a commission number in because you don't necessarily know what those three are going to do. But the fact of the matter still remains is if you get three, you plus three, then your business truly is free. And I think that the one thing is that everybody's here tonight that's on this call is here because A, you like the culture. If you present this to somebody and it's not for them, but they love the patches, then your next move is to say, hey, no worries. Why don't you just get an associate membership and buy the patches when you like, but give them the options and give them enough information so that they can make an informed decision because we make decisions all our lives. Who hasn't made a decision here that's been bad because you didn't get enough information, right? And if you'd had the information, you probably may not have made that same decision. So it's all of our responsibility when we're bringing people on to make sure that if they want to do the business, that we know what the business is and can explain it to them. And I had a call with a leader 3 days ago who said that she was a little bit frustrated because she tells people to get prospects on a call with her. And she's like, and they don't do it. And I said, because this industry is inherent with the blind leading the blind. You sign somebody up, not even knowing how the comp plan works, how the business engine runs, what financial responsibilities are, and you sign them up and you sit at home and you cross your fingers going, oh, I hope Barb builds me a huge business. Okay? Now you may have a prospect that you get on a call, or that you want to get on a call, but your biggest fear is I'm going to get them on a call with a leader, and the leader's going to do the call, and then it's up to me after that. And that scares you because you may not know how to deal with that prospect after you've set up a call with a leader. And so you're crippled by fear. Why? Because you don't know your business. And it is your business to know your business, right? I think we can all agree with that. And that's okay if somebody comes in and they don't want to do the business, they can make an informed decision. But then we're not sitting at home saying, hey, I signed Barb up and she knew everything about the business and she's just not ready to tackle it yet. But she wants an associate account and she's going to buy some product and share it with a few people. Great. Fantastic, Barb. You're coming and sit around the campfire and sing with us because you're part of my worldwide distribution network of people. And so what are we duplicating? We're duplicating exactly what Jay Dollywall's doing. What's Jay doing? He's building a worldwide distribution network of people that are all buying and selling a little bit of product each month to improve the wellness and financial situation of every human on the planet if they want it. And so we have to know what we're presenting. We have to study it. We'll make these corrections and make sure it gets in the back office. Does anybody have any quick questions? We got a couple minutes left here. Anybody just want to unmute and ask a question? Wow. We must have
Hi,
done it.
Oh,
Sorry?
hey Terry.
Hi,
You
Susie. How
said
you
that's
doing?
good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
You said that's in the files tab, correct?
No, we're going to put it in. We haven't put it in yet, Susan.
No, but you're going to.
Yes. Yep.
Under files. Okay. I
Yep.
just wanted to clarify. It wasn't in guides anywhere. Okay.
Yeah. No, we just presented it tonight, got it together, and there's a couple little errors we got to fix, and then we'll have it in there. But it'll be there for you guys to study. And here's the thing. If you studied it and you still don't necessarily feel confident enough to do it, that's okay. No problem. But at least now when you invite a prospect to speak with a leader and that call is done, now you're a lot more confident getting off that call that you can reiterate what the leader just said until you get to the point. Because make no mistake about it, if you build this business and you build your worldwide distribution network, you will be doing three-way calls on behalf of your team. It's not that you can't duplicate what I'm doing or what Paul's doing. You're damn right you can. You just have to learn. Right? Very simple. So you will, as you build your distribution network, you will be called upon by your team to do three-way calls on behalf of a prospect. Right? So it's very, very important that you start today, learn that stuff. And if you don't feel confident with presenting it yet, but you understand it 90%, you don't have to understand it 100%. We're still learning. But you understand it 90% and you're not quite ready to do it yet, no worries. Bring them on board, and then you will not be fearful when that call is done that the ball's back in your court. I assure you that. 100%. So great question, Susan, but we will have that in there very, very shortly. I think Paul can probably make those little minor changes tonight and then get it slapped back in there. Anybody else?
I have one more point I want to just clarify. So I just had two people come in as associates with just the $40, but they have 30 days to buy a qualifying kit, correct?
They do.
They do.
They do.
So they just
clock
need to
starts
buy
ticking.
that kit before they bring in their three people.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing. The clock starts ticking the day they sign up, Susan. And
Yep.
they may not have three people. So they do have a small window of 30 days. And let's say it took them 20 days to find their three, right?
Right.
It leaves them a 10-day window to get in there. The problem is we've had a
Right.
couple of people that's happened to with me, but they signed up somebody in the UK, and the UK have a 7-day hold where they can't order a kit for 7 days, right? So
Right. So,
I encourage somebody that, and if that's the way they want to join, Susan, with a $40, just make sure they're aware of what their responsibility is based on the bonuses. I don't want to force anybody to join with money they can't afford to spend or don't want to spend right now. And that's why,
right.
I'm not a big high pressure sales guy. I'm more on educating people and letting them understand what their options are and make sure they thoroughly understand it so they can make an intelligent, informed decision. And
Correct.
whatever they do, be respectful of. They may not even be
Right.
ready today to do it, but some people may want to join and just forego the bonuses. At least they're aware, because that's doing due diligence. What you don't want is that person to come back to you and say, you never told me that I had to buy this pack, and I just found out through educating myself that I missed out on $800 in bonuses. What's that going to make you look like as a leader?
A heel.
So all of us need to roll up our sleeves, study our business, and learn our business so we can present it better and eliminate some of this blind leading the blind. And I think you'll see more successes, and then you'll give people won't be fearful. They'll understand exactly what their options are, and they'll pick the best option for them. Because this isn't about bringing people in for me or for you. This is about giving people the opportunity to use our products, decide whether they want to do it as a business and join us, and know what all their options are. And whatever they want to do, we have to be very mindful and respectful of. so that we can respect their decision. If they join just as an associate, Susan, for $40 and they've never hit those bonuses, that's okay. You told them, right? They may forgo the bonuses and say, okay, well, I got 3 in the second month. Well, then they're going to get 3 with a qualified kit in the second month. They're going to make the $200 driver bonus,
True.
right? Because the driver bonus is ongoing every month. Make sense?
Perfect point.
Right.
Yep.
If there's no other questions, then I'm going to stop the recording.